Impact 89 FM, you are listening to The Basement, and we've been fortunate enough to have a whole night filled with live music, and we're continuing that now with Johnny Unicorn live in studio. Johnny and friends, thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thank
us.
you, Jeremy.
Great. So Johnny Unicorn's in. He's playing not tomorrow night, Saturday night at Scene Metro Space in downtown East Lansing.
Yes.
With a couple other bands.
Yes.
We have Kinetic Stereo Kids and Electric State playing
Yes.
with it. Have you played with them before?
I have not. They just put me on the bill last minute, and I said yes, and it looks like it's going to be a good show.
That's always good. And I know last night you played at Small Planet, the newly reopened Small Planet.
Yes.
How did that go?
That was fun. It was an interesting experience.
Well, good to hear. So, Johnny, I know you play with a number of different people. Tonight we have in the studio with you as well. We have Brett and Kate. Thanks for coming in. How did you get involved with Johnny?
Well, we've all just kind of been playing music in the area, so we were rubbing shoulders that way, and Brett had actually asked me to play along, and it's been a fun project to work on.
Great. Well, the show is about music, so why don't we hear a live one? You were just doing a little sound check. Sounds good. So what are we going to be listening to first?
This is a song called The River Grand, named after the Grand River, which flows through my old hometown of Grand Rapids as well. And I'm going to have violin accompaniment, and it's on my it's on an album called Rivers. Am I allowed to talk about the?
Of course. Let's talk about your album real quick. You do have two albums out, actually. This one's coming off of River Songs, but you also have another one, Put Your Mind Inside My Mouth. And I know information about those is available probably on your website and MySpace page. Those are?
JohnnyUnicorn.com or MySpace.com/JohnnyUnicorn. So I'm going to play the song called the River Grand off of River Songs with the violin accompaniment of Brett McDowell and Kate Luce. And here we go. If you hold me, you will fall apart. 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 And you cannot hold the river. No, you cannot hold the river. The River Grand. If you hold me, I will slip away.
Impact 89 FM, you are listening to The Basement, and that was Johnny Unicorn performing a live version of The River Grand, coming off of his album River Songs. And taking a look at this album, every single track, as is fitting, has the title River in it. How did it come about to make a whole song about rivers?
Well, I might get into a little legal trouble if I talk too much about it, but the short story is that there was a development project in Grand Rapids called River Grand, and so I decided, in honor of this development project, I would make an album called River Songs to focus on the importance of... Honestly, I don't really know what it's about. I just wanted to write a bunch of songs about rivers, and so that's what I did. Just a bunch of songs about rivers. Some of them aren't really directly about rivers. They're more sort of metaphors for something like love or, I can't remember off the top of my head what songs are on there, but yeah, some of them are actually about rivers and some of them aren't, but they all mention rivers. And
great. Well, tell me a little bit about your songwriting process. I know you are Johnny Unicorn, but you're accompanied this evening by some violins. Do you go and write the entire song yourself?
Yeah, the violin section that they played was the middle section was transcribed from an improvised synthesizer part on the album that I did, and usually I just either improvise and record it, or I will just write it one note at a time. And these violinists are nice enough to let me just... I put stuff in front of them and they play it, and I think that's really nice because I'm not willing to do that, obviously.
Well, I think it's sounding great. Once again, we are joined by Johnny Unicorn, and he'll be playing tomorrow night. I keep saying tomorrow night. It's actually Saturday night at Scene Metro Space. And more information is available on Johnny Unicorn's website, simply johnnyunicorn.com, or myspace.com/johnnyunicorn. Tell me a little bit about what's coming up in the future. You have 2 albums already under your belt. Are there plans for more?
Well, I actually do have more albums. I only have these 2 that are available. One of them is out of print, in quotations. I just stopped making them. I had Dates or Non-Dates was the first album that I released, and that was an album all about dates. People I've either dated in the past or had wanted to date as of the year that I made the album. And that was to be a demo for a live band to record later. And so sometime in the future I'll re-release that with a live band recording. And then I made an album before that called Sweet Edith Manton, which never got released, and it's still in the process of being mixed. But right now I'm working on an album that's 3 tracks, 2 10-minute tracks and 1 17-minute piano and string quartet track, which is it's a series of slow, plotting, intricately arranged pieces that were... 2 of them are love songs. One of them's about Lisa Nowak, the astronaut who traveled across the country to kidnap her former lover's current lover. I don't directly mention that in the song, but it's just a love song about what love can do to you and how it can make you go crazy.
Great inspiration. So you bring a lot of elements to your songs. What are some of your influences?
Well, my first influence in music was They Might Be Giants. I liked their lyrical abilities, which I'm still trying to get better at emulating. Then later I got into more of the progressive rock and Frank Zappa and Yes, Genesis, Gentle Giant, King Crimson, those sorts of bands, and later Brian Wilson, Cornelius. Just anybody who's really dedicated to putting together a piece of music that's strong in every way.
Great. All right. Well, shall we listen to another one? This one I believe is not on an album yet.
No, it's not. This one's called. Actually, I don't have a title for it, but I don't like the title that I'm using. But we're gonna play it, and you guys know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we'll see if I can remember the lyrics.
It's always good. This is Johnny Unicorn right here on The Basement.
Thank you for listening. I think about you all the time. I wonder if you think about me too. I sit and stare out of my window. I hear a tree. I wonder if it's you. Could it be wrong to believe that you love me when you're not next to me? Well, that could be, but when I see the world, I know that your love can see me too. I see your picture in the clouds. I feel a breeze, the scent of coming rain. I press my ear down to the grass. I hear the sound of your intentions made. Could it be wrong to believe that you love me when you're not next to me? Well, that could be, but when I see the world, I know that your love can see me too. Me when you're not next to me. Well, that could be, but when I see the world, I know that your love can see me. I will believe all the days of my life. Your love will see me through. And every kiss I receive from another will show me that your love for me was true.
This is The Basement, Impact 89 FM, and that was an as yet untitled song from Johnny Unicorn live in studio. Tell us a little bit about what's coming up in terms of future releases.
Well, as I said, that one album, which is going to be an album chock full of millions of instruments. I've got marimba, xylophone, vibraphone, piano, string quartet, and then a full rock band and horn section. And male and female vocals, and that one's going to be a big release, and I hope that I can find the money to put it out. But and then I've also written another album that's like 22 song album, just a bunch of different pop songs, and I'll be recording that as soon as I possibly can. And then I've also got some string quartets that I'm working on. I'm going to try to get a little chamber orchestra together and play that stuff too.
It's great to hear you have so many projects coming up, so definitely looking forward to that. Johnny Unicorn played last night at Small Planet. Will be also at Scene Metro Space this Saturday, along with a couple other bands that you haven't played with before, but it should be a good show.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. And more information about Johnny Unicorn is available on his website, johnnyunicorn.com or myspace.com/JohnnyUnicorn. Johnny and friends, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Jeremy.
Thanks a lot.
Sounded great. We will have this video footage of the live performance as well as video and music from Jetty Ray and Mason Proper on our website and YouTube channel in a week or two. So please check back for that. And,
Can I just thank Jetty Ray for letting me borrow her guitar?
had some instrument
thank you.
problems.
Yeah.
Very nice. Always good to see local musicians helping each other out. So great to see. We'll be back in just a few minutes with our weekly concert calendar, and you're listening to The Basement on Impact 89 FM.